warm welcome to Disky Talk with Luyolo. If you're tuning in for the very first time, I do ask that you please subscribe and hit that notification bell. If you've been a part of this journey, I hope you thoroughly enjoy this episode. So, on today's episode, I discuss all things Erling Haaland as Manchester City and Borussia Dortmund have come to an agreement with regards to the services of Erling Haaland. So, Erling Haaland within the new season will move from Borussia Dortmund to Manchester City. So, on today's episode then, we're going to have a tactical look at how does he fit into Manchester City. So, when you have a look at Manchester City then under Pep Guardiola, this is a very, very fluid and dynamic team. So they do play in a 4-3-3, but like I mentioned, very fluid, very dynamic, as they do prize themselves when it comes to ball possession, positional play, and positional rotations as well. So, when you do have a look at the personnel, in goals, they've got Edison. At right back, you do have Kyle Walker. You've got Diaz. You've got Laporte. You've got João Cancelo, and then a midfield three of Rodri, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. Off the left, a lot of the times off the left, you would have Foden, you would have Mahrez, and then this is where then Erling Haaland would fit in. So this is more or less then Manchester City's strongest 11 if everybody is fully fit. Of course, with the exception of players like, yes, you do have Sterling, you do have Gundogan, you know, just to mention a few. You've got Jesus as well, you've got Grealish, you've got John Stones within the back four, there is Zinchenko as well, but I would like to think that this is Manchester City's strongest 11. So when you look at Erling Haaland then, and you look at Manchester City have been playing with the false nine, so it has been Foden occupying that role, but with Haaland coming into this setup then, it does change things in a very, very huge way, especially considering then what Haaland brings, and you have a look at his tactical and technical skill set with regards to his profile. So when you have a look at Erling Haaland then, this is a player then who is firstly a very, very strong player. He's very quick, can finish with left foot, right foot, headers, and is then a player then who promises to be a complete forward. And when you look at him then, he's also very, very young. However, I would say the downside then to Erling Haaland is that he has been picking up injuries over the past couple of years, and it does seem like something that does bother him from time to time, especially considering the fact that he would be moving to the English Premier League, which then is the most intense and the most competitive league in the world. So I'd say that's the only negative when it comes to Erling Haaland. However, if he is able then to shake that off and find a very good run with regards to his health and him being fully fit and staying injury free, then I do think that he can be a player that can add so much value to this Manchester City side. It's also going to be very interesting to see how long does he take to adapt to the English Premier League, because we do know that it is a different ball game, and we've seen so many players come from the Bundesliga who had so much promise and potential but then struggle within the English Premier League. But when you have a look at Erling Haaland then, so this is a player then who would offer this Manchester City side, firstly, the physical presence up front and the presence within the box. Because Manchester City have been playing with the false nine, a lot of the times they don't have that presence within the box. With Erling Haaland then, because of his physicality, this is a player that can hold up the ball and then look to bring his more creative players into the game, you know, and considering the fact that his link-up play is also very, very good. So at times, Erling Haaland does tend to drop into those pocket of space where then he is looking to link up play with his teammates, but then once that ball goes wide, he is a player then who's very good at breaking into the box, and he does make those penetrative runs into the box. When you also have a look at it then, this is a player who's very, very, very quick, and he knows how to use his pace very well. A player then who always looks then to make those runs in behind. And once he makes those runs in behind then, and they're able to find him, he's also very good then with first-time finishes as well. And when you have a look at him then, he does serve a dual purpose, because in possession of the ball, when Manchester City are very aggressive within the opposition half, he can look to occupy the box. And when you have a look at Manchester City, this is a side that do tend to play quite a number of crosses. But now when you have Erling Haaland, then it gives them a target, especially when you look at Kevin De Bruyne, who normally peels off to this right-sided advanced pocket of space within the half space and sometimes to the right wing, where then he's looking to play those balls in. Now that you've got Erling Haaland, who is very physical, who's also very good in the air, he is a presence, he is a target, it could very well mean that this is also another option for them to start scoring more goals. Also, considering the fact that Manchester City, during this season, they have improved with scoring from set pieces, he is also then a threat from that perspective. Also then, when you look at it, if Manchester City then are sort of penned in deep in their own half, Haaland is very, very quick, and on the offensive transition, he is also then a very good ball carrier and a player then who's very, very intelligent. So this is a player then who promises to be a complete forward within the next couple of years, as when you have a look at his technical skill set and you have a look then at his profile, he possesses everything that a forward would need to become an elite top-class forward. And when it comes to Manchester City then, we do know that they have been playing with the false nine, and they have missed then that number 9 up front, who can link up play very well, hold up play, bring the players in, and look to score a lot of those goals. Because Manchester City creates so many chances in most of the games that they play, and a lot of the times it would be balls flashed across. And when you have Erling Haaland, a player who's got the instinct and the eye for goal with regards to attacking the box and being able to position himself adequately, this is a player then who could look then to add a lot of value for this Manchester City side. And we do know, of course, then that Manchester City, with their offensive scheme, they become very aggressive within the opposition half, where then it does go then to a 3-2-5. So that's what you would see from Manchester City a lot of the times. You'd have João Cancelo inverting there, you'd have Rodri there, you'd have Kyle Walker, you have Ruben Diaz, and then you'd have Laporte. So when you have a look then at this Manchester City side, especially when the ball goes wide into those areas, you could always then have these wide men looking to cross the ball, because now they've got that presence within the box, and they do have a player who's very, very good in the air. However, ladies and gentlemen, do let me know at home, what do you make of Erling Haaland signing then for Manchester City underneath Pep Guardiola? Do you guys think that it's a great signing, considering the fact that then they did trigger his buyout clause, which is actually in fact 60 million euros. So it's not the 75 million euros that has been going around, but it is in fact the 60 million euros. And considering the fact that this is a player who's got so much to offer for Manchester City, and it is apparent then that he will sign until 2027. So he is on a long-term contract. It is for 60 million euros. And having a look at how well he's done for Borussia Dortmund, if I stand to be corrected, but the numbers read 88 games and 85 goals for Borussia Dortmund, and also to go with that, a handful of assists as well. So this is a player then who promises to become a complete forward, and a player then who promises to become the next best in the world, going head-to-head with Kylian Mbappe for the years to come. However, let me know at home, what do you make of Erling Haaland fitting into this Manchester City side, and do you think that Pep Guardiola can get the very best out of him? Thank you very much for tuning in to yet another special episode of Disky Talk with Liolo. If you did enjoy this one, please do subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment, like, and share the link as well. Signing out.